Hello, my name is Artemis Hadjiloizou, and together with Jan Chur and Peter Rolsma, I worked on the paper titled Using AI Coaching to Improve Cybersecurity Decision Making, an adaptive network model to analyze AI-supported government surveillance, trust, and threat identification. The report begins with the premise that cyberterrorism is no longer a low-frequency threat. There are now over 1 million cyber-enabled attacks per day, many targeting infrastructure and public trust. While traditional cybersecurity tools like firewalls and detection systems remain necessary, they are not sufficient, which leads to governments taking control by surveilling people's data. This can lead to the surveillance versus legitimacy dilemma. How to effectively monitor threats with the help of people's private data without losing their trust. Existing technical models like the cyber kill chain lack mechanisms to capture how public sentiment evolves or how it feeds back into decision making. This gap motivated the paper by addressing the use of an adaptive network model to simulate human and AI supported surveillance decision making. In the scenario of this report, a simulation of the decision making process of a government cybersecurity employee is created. This employee monitors threat intelligence, considers public response, and makes choices ranging from not taking action to issuing public warnings or just directly launching interventions and dealing with threat. Central to the model is the employee's mental model. A mental model is an internal network of beliefs, trust levels, and situational awareness, which adapts over time. In this paper, two models are examined. One, where the employee operates alone, and another one where the employee is supported by an AI coach that provides idealized recommendations without overriding agency. The adaptive network framework used in this report maps human behavior and the ways in which different circumstances impact it. A state X, which is subject to change across time t, is used to represent each factor. A network model is a summary of these factors, otherwise known as states. The degree at which one state X affects another state Y is known as a connection weight. There are both adaptive and non-adaptive weights. Adaptive weight meaning it can change, while a non-adaptive weight remains the same. A W state represents the connection strengths between two cognitive states. And an HW state controls how fast the W states adapt. It determines the speed of learning in the model. Putting these elements together, the continuous time evolution of any state Y is defined by the formula on the screen. I won't bother with the details of the formula used, but it can be seen in the report. There are three layers on each network model. First, in the pink plane, the base level, which represents the basic scenario. The connectivity between the states in the base level represent the causal pathway of the actions of the employee. Then the next level is the adaptation level in the blue plane, or else known as the first order level for learning and weight adaptation. It represents controls that can be applied to specific steps within the scenario. And the third layer is called the second order adaptation level, which is for learning speed, control, and for the other two mental models to interact. Here, we show the human-only model, where decisions emerge solely from the employee's internal model, as can be seen from the green oval, and all the adaptations stem from feedback the employee receives about their own decisions. In contrast to the first model, the AI coach model that can be seen here extends the same framework with a mirrored mental model with the perfect weights. The AI coach model includes three monitor states that can be seen in the red ovals. These monitor states um, take into consideration both decisions made by the employee as well as the AI coach. And in case of differences in decisions, it intervenes by the WW states that can be seen in the third purple layer at the very top in the orange ovals. This ensures that the AI coach does not always intervene. For example, when the employee makes the correct decision, autonomy is preserved. In the simulation results, we can observe that the steps of both scenarios follow a chronological sequence of events. The time is seen on the horizontal axis and an activation level on the vertical axis. Each line represents a different state in the model, which helps us understand how each state evolves and interacts throughout the scenario. In the first simulation, the human-only model exhibits high decision variance. The employee's belief in threat and estimation of public support vary, often hinting employee underreaction or inconsistent decisions. In the second simulation, the AI coach model, we can see more consistent outcomes. Threat detection and public sentiment stabilize over time. And we can directly see interventions from the AI coach that successfully have corrected misjudgment. Two what-if analyses were conducted by varying learning weights in the models. In this report, the weights of the decision states of the employee were changed, and we observe what the influence is on states X7, threat detection, and X8, public sentiment over time. These if and what factors were chosen with the aim of answering how do variations in an employee's internal learning weight influence their ability to detect cyber threats and align decisions with public sentiment over time? And how does the addition of an AI coach affect this? The second what if analysis for the second model mirrored the same if factors, but with the updated state numbers. In the human-only case, which can be seen on the screen, even even high learning weights did not guarantee stable outcomes unless all three weights were strong. However, in the AI coach model that can be now seen on the screen, even under imperfect initial conditions, interventions helped with the employee's decisions. This demonstrates the robustness of AI-supported learning in uncertain environments. To quantify decision quality, a probabilistic risk assessment was carried out. The AI coach model produced higher scores, and not in terms of system risk, but in terms of desirable outcomes, like more successful threat neutralization or improved public alignment. The higher the result that can be seen in the second table on the screen indicates a higher outcome success for the AI coach model in comparison to the human-only model. Importantly, risk did not increase with AI coaching, it decreased due to timely correction of human error. The AI coach model improved performance without removing human control. It enabled better surveillance, and in line with our initial dilemma, public sentiment was better tracked and respected. More successful outcomes also led to greater public alignment and greater trust. AI interventions occurred only when needed, preserving accountability. To conclude, this research contributes to ongoing debates around ethical AI, surveillance legitimacy, and human machine collaboration. By integrating adaptive learning and trust dynamics, this report provides a blueprint for more transparent, context aware AI in government decision making. Thank you very much for your time, and I welcome your questions and feedback.